All right, you all good on your end, Josh? Hello, 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 everybody. We getting ready to rock and roll and bring that fire. We are getting ready to drop that constitutional remedy, remedy like you've never seen before. I'm going to say this again once everybody gets on. I got to share this to everybody in Telegram, and we're going to break down how everybody can get this done and kick some butt. All right. Josh, can you see the comments?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to get out of YouTube so I can get to work. We're going to let everybody get in. Okay, so we want to say hello, hello, hello to everyone. You are here live with Josh Barnett, the Magnificent, and Dave Jose. And we are going to drop even more bombshells on y'all. Please make sure that y'all share this everywhere. We're going to give people some time to come on. We're going to get some music going so we can, get our mood going. We're going to use one of my favorite songs, my common law rap parody, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to learn some common law today. We are going to learn how to stand as the people. We are going to learn the real freedom that you have. So I hope that everybody is taking joy in being here. We're going to play some music, give you guys time to share this everywhere. We do have you guys live in the comments on YouTube. We have this video being shared out on YouTube. Of course, we don't come out and tell everything to the last minute because we know that people want to destroy what it is that we do. We don't have time to play around with agents, trolls, and crappy people. So if you want to be funny today, you want to be silly, you will get kicked out. We do dare any judge, any attorney, any government official to try to discredit what we say using the law. If you can bring the law and show that what we're saying is wrong today, you are a bad mama jamma. So we would love to see you try. But we are going to bring some serious heat, some serious fire, and you are going to see law like you've never seen before. So in the comments, if you wish to see law like you've never seen before, if you wish to understand it with methods that have never before been shown on video anywhere in this way at any time, please give us a like, a love, or a heart. Let us know that you're serious about your education and you want to do this and you're ready to bring that fire. So we're going to pray real quick, guys, as always, and we're going to lay smoke like you've never seen before. Let us get ready to pray. Make sure y'all share this with everybody. There should be at least 1,000 people on here watching. Let's go. Dear Heavenly Father, we come thanking you for this day. We come thanking you for letting us have another event. We come thanking you for loving us, Father. We come thanking you for being there for us. You are an amazing and wonderful God, Father. We just ask that you be with us this day, that you allow our video to stream well, Father, that you allow us to teach the people, Father, and bring fire and smoke, Father, against corruption, deep state, evil, and anything and anyone else who would decide to get in our way. Father, we know that you love the people, Father, and you have given us your perfect will and perfect way. We trust in you, Father. We just ask that you allow us to spread the information that you would have us to spread, and that the people be able to learn and be free, and that they thank you and you only for it, Father, because it is by you that we have the ability and the power to be able to do these things and not us ourselves. So, Father, we just ask you to be with us in this work. We ask you to lift us up, Father, and build the people. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, y'all. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some music going real quick, just a little bit for a little while. And then we're going to play 2 songs, almost like Sunday church, but it ain't going to be church. And we going to bring that freaking fire. So hopefully y'all can hear this music. Josh, let me know if you can hear the music when I get it up, because I'm going to have to turn off the screen that I'm on my phone. But we're going to go ahead and get some fire going. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Can you hear it, Josh?
No, not yet.
No music?
No.
What? You can't hear music, Josh?
No.
Can you see the people's comments?
Yeah. Oh, they
Ask
can
them
hear.
if they can hear. They can hear it?
They can hear. I don't know why.
Oh, you don't have your speaker hooked up, huh?
Look. Let me turn my volume up. No. Let me try it on here.
You can't hear music, Josh? Can you see the people's comments? Can you hear it through your phone, your computer?
Let me see if I can hear them over. I can hear a little bit in the background on here. I have it turned down low. I can't hear any music, so I don't know. Not yet.
Yeah.
They say no music yet.
They don't hear it?
No, so no music yet.
What? Some people said they could, some people said they couldn't.
Yeah, I can't hear anything. They said no music. I can't hear on YouTube.
Wow. So YouTube can't hear it at all? Nobody?
No.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, I guess we gonna bypass.
You trying to play Ryan's song?
I was. No music. Wow.
What was the name of that song?
That was Conquer the World.
Not Fine Tail Booty?
Conquer the world. That's weird. And it's crazy because I was just playing stuff and it was going. Oh, wait, let me see. Tell me if you hear it now. Let me try one more time. You heard it quietly, Josh, or no?
No, I couldn't hear. I was trying to listen in. I couldn't hear anything.
Okay, tell me now.
No, nothing.
What about now?
No.
Nothing.
No.
All right. All right, y'all. I guess we're gonna bypass our music and we just gonna get rocking and rolling. So, quick question for everybody in the comments. We need a little bit of feedback and we need to understand if you guys have tried to look at what's going on in law, and somebody said it was low. Have you guys found yourselves trying to understand, like psychologically or in a nutshell, how the law works, how the government works, where our power is? Have you guys found yourselves trying to figure it all out, getting information from different people? One person might say, look, you have the ability to do this or that in the law. And another person might tell you, okay, I know what I did wrong. I didn't plug in my one device last, and that's why I did it. But we go just bypass. So you're trying to figure out how things work together in a nutshell in law. You're trying to understand why you can't defeat the bad guys, why they keep seeming to win all the time and you lose, why it seems like they're protected and covered and you just can't get it. Then you get some people who tell you, look, you got to make the government the trustee, right? Because they're trying to make you the trustee. Then you hear people say other things like you have to watch how you write. How you write gives them jurisdiction over you. Some people will tell you that you're part of a state that is not de jure, and you got to get back to the real de jure state. So you got to find it, but you don't know exactly where it is. Have you guys all heard those types of issues and been ripping and running, trying to go around and find out how in the freak do we stop these people from trampling over us? Everybody, please make sure you share.
How
You're echoing.
right in jurisdiction. Some people tell you that you're part of a state that is not.
Is that your device, Josh?
You got to get back to the real de jure state, so you got to find it,
something.
but you don't know exactly where it is. Have you guys all heard those types of issues and been ripping and running trying to go around?
Can you tell where that is, Josh? The echo? You got it? So have you guys found that you had a problem trying to understand it? And would you like to know where it is today? And would you like to know how we're going to use it to get the rest of the states to do what happened in Arizona and go after the bad actors and find where all the wrong was? Let me know if you guys would want that. On top of that, Josh Barnett and I are going to show you guys some more things about how to deal with this so-called vaccine issue. Is doing it again. The issue where we deal with government officials who are trying to force you to get a passport. All these things that have brought you fear in the last few days, we are going to give you guys open remedy on how to fix it. Now, one thing that I really want you guys to pay attention to closely and notice, when you're really bringing truth and you really know what you're talking about and you really understand, you are not afraid to go in front of everybody and show remedy all at the same time. Put your name on the line, your reputation on the line, and everything you got on the line. If we're lying about what works, we wouldn't be able to come out and talk to you about it peacefully in front of the nation. But we're not hiding behind the scenes waiting for somebody to tell us what to do and then coming out and jumping on the bandwagon. We are throwing ourselves out there where it's dangerous, throwing ourselves into deep waters and challenging ourselves to be able to show you guys fire that you have never seen before. So we're going to give you massive remedy today. Massive remedy. And I'm sure there are way more people in here, but you know how YouTube does it. So what we're going to do is we're going to let Josh open up and say some words to you guys. And then we're going to go so deep into this thing, you guys are going to be blown away. You guys will leave this video today with the knowledge to tear down the deep state, tear down the corruption, force audits in every state, and blow their back outs. You will have all the knowledge and understanding to be able to do it. It's your choice to do it, but you will have all of it. Josh, you want to go ahead?
Hey, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, I guess, depending on what part of the country you're in. We have, basically, we're going to break it down today. David talks about the trust indenture and what that means. That is the Constitution. There's a job description that's written within this Constitution to all the legislators that are out there. It tells them what their job is. And we simply are going to simply hold them accountable to what their job description is. And if they're going to continue breaking their oath to that trust indenture, to that Constitution, then we're going to put them on notice. We're going to let them know we want it to stop. We want it corrected. And if they're not going to do that, then we'll take other remedy in the future. But usually when we reach in numbers to these people, we let them know, hey, we know what you're doing. We want it to stop. It's no longer in the dark. We brought it to light. You can't say that you didn't know, which a lot of them don't know, to be honest with you. A lot of them don't know what they're doing. And by the numbers, we hit them with affidavits and notices, and that's just our way of doing things. And again, it's very simple. The highest political power in the nation, the highest standing in the nation is the people. I ran a poll on Twitter, and I put, who has the highest standing? Who has the I'm going to pull it up right here. Who holds all political power? 90% of the people so far, out of almost 1,500 votes, 90% said the people. So that means there's 10% of the people out there that have no idea that we have the highest standing constitutionally and we hold all political power. 2% said president, 6% said Congress, and 2% said the governor. Now, thank God, luckily on my page, I got a lot of, informed people on my page, typically, as far as from the constitutional, from the basics. But there's still 10% that don't know, which blows me away that people don't understand that. So what we're going to do is just tell you, the United States is a company. Arizona is a company. We are the owners of the co-owners of this company, and they are our employees. And when you start looking at it from the right position, from a position of power that we hold as the people, you're going to see things completely different than what we've been taught, or what we've been told that they tell us what to do. And that's just not the case. And we're going to lay it out very clearly that is not the case. And we're going to show you exactly how to hold the elected officials accountable, but also show them in the Constitution what they can and cannot do. And we're letting them know we are no longer going to put up with it. We are going to correct this issue, correct this problem, and we're going to move forward. So I'll let Dave take it from here.
All right, guys. So what we're going to do is start off like I love to. We're going to deal with the trusty Constitution in the state of Maine. Josh, if you can hear me, please let me know that you can hear me, just so I make sure I'm not messing up.
You're good. You're good.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Constitution of the state of Maine. And Josh, let me know if you can hear me, just so I'm not cutting out from the people, because
yeah, you're good so far.
I'm going to pull up the screen and I just want to make sure that there's no breakups while I'm doing it so they can hear me. But guys, we're going to go to the Constitution of Maine and we're going to show you some constitutional fire. We're going to show you some serious smoke. Now, many people can doubt what it is that we say and what it is that we do. But most people will never, ever, ever be able to challenge us on what we teach and we show you in plain English. Can everybody understand that? Let me know if you can hear me and you understand. So we're going to go to Section 3 of Maine Constitution. I'm going to read.
Hey, Dave.
Yes, sir.
Dave, put you off. Put you off. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Josh, say that again.
I'll message you.
Okay. Is something wrong? You're okay? Where's my phone? Okay, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at Maine Constitution, and I can't find my phone to check your messages, but I think I just dropped it. But what we're going to do is look at Maine Constitution. Now, I'm going to show you guys some words, and I understand that you might not know what these words mean. Can you guys see the screen? Is my screen not sharing correctly? Oh yeah, okay, it's showing perfectly. Okay, guys, so what I want to do is I want to look at the text of Section 3. Okay, so what I want you to do is watch the screen. Let me know if you guys have an echo or anything. I'm choosing Maine because any state can use any bill or declaration of rights, and I like Maine. And we're getting ready to light some fire in Maine. So, we got multiple reasons, but let's read. Religious freedom, sex equal, religious tests prohibited religious teachers. Now, I want you guys to understand that this explains what happened when we wanted to make sure that we can get teachers to show what we needed them to show for our children. So we also are going to see how the state governments are going to work and how the people have power that nobody will tell you about. Watch this. All individuals have a natural and unalienable right to worship Almighty God according to the dictates of their own conscience, right? Consciences. And no person shall be hurt, molested, or restrained in that person's liberty or estate for worshiping God in the manner and season most agreeable to the dictates of that person's own conscience, nor for that person's religious professions or sentiments, provided that that person does not disturb the public peace. Does not disturb the public peace. There's a difference between the public and the private. So you should not be messing with people if they are not disturbing the public peace or breaching the peace, nor obstruct others in their religious worship. And all persons demeaning themselves peaceably, carrying on peaceably, as good members of the state. Notice they said members of the state. Josh and I have shown you guys about associations. Members of the state shows that you're part of an association. You're part of a group of people that work together for a common good. You are co-members in the state. Watch this. Shall be equally under the protection of the laws, and no subordination nor preference of any one sect or denomination to another shall ever be established by law. You may not want to get something stuck in your arm based on your religion. You may not want to be part of an emergency program based on your religion. You might not want to wear diapers on your face based on your religion. You may not wish to get passports to go somewhere based on your religion, but and your creeds, beliefs, not just believing in Christ. But let's go deeper. Nor shall any religious test be required. Nor shall any religious test be required as a qualification for any office or trust under this state. What I want to do today is present to you guys that the states are all trust. That's all they are. Corporate entities. People will say, oh, they are government entities that are de jure. Then there are some that are de facto. If the government is de facto, it's only because you're not controlling the trust. You're not acting as the trust protector. Who's ready for some food and fire that's going to take you to a level that you've never seen before? Watch this. Under this state and all religious societies in the state, whether incorporate or unincorporate, shall at all times have the exclusive right of electing their public teachers and contracting with them for their support and maintenance. So guys, you can select your public teachers as well based on your religion and what you believe. As the trust protectors, the government don't get to teach your kids stuff that you don't believe in. So I'm letting you guys know that we're going to see some real fire and some real smoke today. All the things that you guys have been worried about, all the things that you guys have been trying to deal with, you're going to find that all of those things are connected together. All of those things that have been bothering you have been happening because you don't know the power of yourself as trust protectors. Nobody ever told you that all the states are trust. So when you try to figure out how to get them to work, it's hard to understand. Let me know if y'all feeling me real quick. Let me know if y'all feeling me, because we're going to give y'all something with so much fire that I promise you, they will never be able to touch you again. Let me know if y'all getting this. We're not waiting for remedy, y'all. We're not talking about what we might do. We're not telling you to trust the plan. We're teaching you how to take over your darn self. And nobody can touch you or stop you. We're going to go deeper. Let me know if y'all learning something already, because we believe in learning. We believe in teaching you to bring that freaking fire. Give me 1 second. I'm going to give y'all some real smoke if y'all want it.
Hey, David, just off that Maine, just off the one you showed from Maine, clearly shows you that they cannot teach CRT if you don't want it.
No, sir. No, sir.
And thing alone there.
When we understand what trust is and trust protectors, it's going to be game over. We're going to show y'all a definition that nobody probably ever showed you. The definition is trust, because it just talked about offices and trust, but they're not telling you that they are trustees and what the purpose of a trustee is. So I'm going to take y'all to that next level. Get ready. Trust. I'm going to just give y'all the basic first definition. A right of property, real or personal, held by one party for the benefit of another. Every man or woman in a state as one of the people is a beneficiary of your public servants. They are here only to serve you, and they're using the power of the people. The power was granted to them by the people. The people have the ability to stand. Let me show you. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't share it all the way. Let me get this up on the screen. Let me share my screen. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. Here we go. Let's go again. It's going to take about 10 seconds to pop up. We always get a 10-second delay. But we're going to see the definition of the word trust on the screen. Let me know if you see it. Do you see the word trust, Josh? You see it? I don't see it yet. That's crazy. So, yes. Oh, okay. I think I know what's up. For some reason, one of my devices always goes slower than the other. I'm going to go out and come back in. Okay. So y'all see on the screen, it says trust. Now watch this. A right of property, real or personal, held by one party for the benefit of another. So the government officials acting as trustees are holding the rights of the people part of the power of the people to make sure that they protect their rights. So they have the power to make policy to get anybody who would attack your rights or your property. Watch this. A confidence reposed in one person who is termed trustee for the benefit of another, who is called the Sedeke trust, respecting property which is held by the trustee for the benefit of the Sedeke trust. So what happens, guys, is our forefathers gave power to government officials in order to be able to hold your rights and your protections in trust. And we never gave them the power to do anything else with your rights. So when these people try to make it seem like they can write something to take your rights away, and you're fighting every little statute they bring about, you're fighting the wrong fight. When you're trying to prove fraud and trying to prove somebody did this and did that just to be able to look over your business, the whole dang state is a corporate trust. And a corporate trust is like a business. And when the owner comes to the business, the trustees who he left to handle his business got to get the freak out the way so he can look over what's happening in his business. We got people trying to teach y'all to say that you got to go around all day and night looking for fraud to have permission to check on your company. You got to beg somebody with a statutory petition to give you permission to talk to them, to ask for permission for them to stop harming you. The petition in the Constitution is not so. The petition in the Constitution is you going to your government officials who you gave power to as the people, and you're telling them, fix this. I've been harmed or injured or something ain't right, fix it. It is not the same as saying I'm going to get 100,000 signatures to beg the government. One man or woman can put an affidavit or notice in to tell the government to do something. But they're trying to trick y'all. So let's read the word trust indenture. How many of y'all have heard this word before or know what it means without reading and cheating? How many of y'all have been educated in the understanding of trust indentures? This is a Jonah-based special, baby. Y'all about to get some education like you never got before. Let's get ready. Trust indenture, the document which contains the terms and conditions which govern the conduct of the what, guys? What's that T word right here? I'm going to make it real big. The conduct of the what? The conduct of the what? I'm going to give y'all a second to see it. What's that T word right there? The conduct of the what? Come on, y'all. Y'all got to help me out here. We need audience participation. This is the biggest education you ever going to receive at one time ever until we do the next one this Saturday. The trustee. Guys, they try to call you stupid as sovereign citizens if you say the Constitution doesn't apply to you, it applies to them. This right here says the document which contains the terms and conditions which govern the conduct of the trustee. It did not say the conduct of the people. These people will try to write lower level statutes that's lower than the trust indenture. The Constitution is the trust indenture. We're going to prove it. The Constitution is the trust indenture. So the employees of government has a trust indenture that governs their conduct. They are the governed. They are the governed, not us. But we're begging them to do stuff. Look at what it says, which govern the conduct of the trustee and the rights of the beneficiaries. Who's the beneficiaries? Y'all. Every one of us is a beneficiary. The government is made to benefit us. They have tricked y'all and told y'all if y'all get a benefit from us, we can enslave you. We can take your car, your house, your kids, your money. We can tell you you can't get no audit. They are freaking liars. You are the trustee, the trust protectors and the beneficiaries. The trust protectors can destroy the trust at any time. If they start doing you wrong, if they start harming you, you can alter or abolish the trust, remove their position, get them the freak out of here. This is what the legislature doesn't know. This is what me and Josh use to blow their back out. This is what we use to instruct them. People will say, what if the government don't listen to you? Me and Josh say, we ain't got that problem. We don't have that problem because we know that we are the trust protectors, the beneficiaries. Watch this. Commonly used when a corporation floats bonds. We ain't worried about that part. We're concerned about the fact that there's some document that exists out there that will tell people they are trustees. And it will tell the people that they get benefits from the government that they chose to serve them as a company. People will tell you that, oh, there's a de jure government. There's a real government, and then there's a de jure government. There's a real one and a fake one, and you got to figure out all this stuff and try to figure out who in the world is the real power holder. And then you got to write some special document, and you got to say that I'm an executor, and you got to put your finger thumbprint on it, and you got to go through all this hell and drama. When it's much easier for us to get together and consult each other and talk and say, we are the bosses. They're our little servants and trustees. We're going to order them, instruct them, and tell them what the freak to do. Now, people got y'all out there writing petitions, begging the government to listen to you. And they really don't know the answers. They don't know what to do. They're telling y'all, call and email and say what? Y'all will already say they don't listen to us. What the freak you mean call them? Call them and hope they listen to my voicemail? Josh about to get him.
You know, this is what gets me more than anything. And I just had a conversation with my buddy from Jersey. You know, the cop from Jersey that's in here. You know who I'm talking about. And I told him, he was like, well, we're going to send in this petition. You know, he was talking about people at work. I said, that's a waste of time. Stand on your constitutional rights. We're going to hit TSA. And we need to know, we need to let these people know, you work for us, guys. This is so simple. It's the simplicity of this that drives people crazy, drives lawyers crazy, especially because they spend 3 years getting their law, you know, going to law school. They study for the bar. They work hard. You know, they learn a lot of statute procedures and everything else. But the simplicity of the Constitution is what drives them nuts, because the average common man can read this and apply it and tell them this is not happening any longer. We own this company. We are the co-owners of this company, and we are not going to sit here and let you tell us what to do. We were granted authority that we already have. You can't take my authority away. I'm the owner of the company. I'm not going to let my general manager tell me what to do. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to let an employee tell me what to do. It's never going to happen. And if you do let it happen, that's on you. That's your problem. But at my company, that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. And the longer it's a, like David said, it's a mindset, because we've been brainwashed to think that they are the government. They tell us what to do. They set all these laws and rules and procedures and everything that we have to follow, and it's all BS. When you learn what the law and the Constitution really is, you'll learn that it's all nonsense. It's been nonsense from day one, and it's steadily got worse and worse and worse. They've slowly been taking your rights away. So now it's sped up drastically with COVID. Now they're just like, oh, screw these people. We're going straight communism now. We're going to do whatever we want. Screw you. There's nothing you can do about it, until David's like, sticks his head out. He's like, no, that's not happening anymore. That's not happening anymore. Because that Constitution.
What you say, player? What'd you say?
What was that? You know, and we have a Constitution that is clearly written, and when you stand on it and you learn this and you absorb it, I'm telling you, no one can touch you. No one can touch you.
Y'all about to get lit up with so much fire now that you understand the word trust, indenture, and trustee is about to get ugly. Go ahead, Josh. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. Right. Look at this like a company. It's the best way to understand it. For me, it's the best way to understand. We all work for somebody or own something. One of the two, usually, right? So this is an easy concept to grasp.
So we're going to look at, you're the boss of the company. Now we're going to show y'all some real smoke. We're going to show y'all the stuff that people don't want y'all to know or see. You're going to be blown away when you understand what I'm about to show y'all. It's going to get nasty. All right, we're getting ready. Countdown. Let's go. Josh, let me know if you can see the screen. We're going to hit section 2 of Maine. Now we're going to take y'all to the next level. Mute for me, Josh, so it don't echo, so they don't trip out. Guy, dang, did I just disappear? Oh, here it is. Okay. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to look at section 2 of Maine. We're about to get some fire like you ain't never seen before. Now we're going to show you your position as the trust protectors and as the beneficiaries, as the people. Watch this, y'all. We're going to break it down so simple you're going to kill every attorney in the argument. Watch. Here we go. All power is inherent. Now, this is the trust indenture, the Constitution. It's going to tell you what powers the people have and what rights and what duties the government officials have. Well, watch this. All power is inherent in the people. All free governments are founded in their authority, the people's authority, and instituted for their benefit. Didn't I tell y'all? Y'all gonna see the benefits? Didn't y'all see that? So now we're seeing that the government officials are founded by our authority and they're only there to benefit us. Sounds like servants, right? They, the people, have therefore an unalienable and indefeasible right to institute government. We can add in government, do what we want to do, change it at any time, tell them they better give us an audit right now at will. Watch this. And alter, reform, or totally change the same when their safety and happiness require it. These people telling y'all to beg for an audit, telling y'all to go ask somebody for permission. And the Constitution, the trust indenture says, we institute government and we ain't happy and we don't feel like our safety is right. We can change it, alter it, abolish it, institute new government, fix it at will. When their safety and happiness require it. Why are they telling you to go write a petition trying to get 100,000 signatures, 1 million signatures, just to tell these clowns you don't like what they're doing? We tell them what to do. Then they might say, well, look, how do you have the power to come together and talk about the law when you're not attorneys? How do you know that you should be able to do affidavits? How do you know you should be able to do affidavits and hold these people accountable? Affidavit is sworn oath or affirmation. The constitutions tell you how to get somebody in trouble, get them arrested, or make a warrant get issued. Let's read it. Let's see if it say do a petition or a freaking email or beg your legislature or kiss somebody's behind. Let me show you what the freak it says. Text of section 5. The people shall be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and possessions from all unreasonable searches and seizures, and no warrant to search any place or seize any person or thing shall issue without a special designation of the place to be searched. Watch this. And the person or thing to be seized, nor without probable cause, supported by what? Why don't they want y'all to know about affidavits? Affirmation. Supported by oath or affirmation. They don't want you to know that they're hiding affidavits from you because it's sworn testimonies that make a record that'll get their anus arrested later. But they'll say, well, y'all not an attorney. So you got to get attorneys to come and teach you how to do this, and you got to beg them to fix your problem. No, as the trust protectors, you have a 100% guaranteed right to institute government. That means you create the law. You teach the law. You got the power to do it, and nobody can freaking interfere. Oh, we ain't gonna play no games over here. We gonna come give y'all the truth in the forefront where nobody can deny us. Nobody can stop us. Nobody can say that it's not here. We ain't waiting for somebody else to show y'all. We're not begging people. We're bringing that smoke. We're bringing that fire. Document after document after document. Law after law after law. Proof after proof after proof. PCAP after PCAP after PCAP. Line upon line and line upon line. Precept upon precept. Precept upon precept. Here a little, there a little. If you don't want me to scream, leave, Tommy Doyle. It's time to save the nation. I'm going to teach how I freaking teach and talk how I talk. You can leave if you got a problem. Say another word. I'll get an admin to block you. We're saving the nation. I ain't got time for your personality issues. You might not like how my teeth look. You might not like my personality, but the people are freaking learning the law. If I yell, get quiet, scream, or do whatever, you sit here and hear it or you leave. It's that easy. And I won't tell you again. Text of section 15. What power do the people have? The people have a right at what, y'all? I need some audience participation. Y'all got a right when they tell you you can come in and talk to them? What does that say, y'all? Yeah, Tommy can hit the rocks. A right when, y'all? At all times. Give it to me, y'all. You got a right. Come on, we need audience participation. You got a right at what? At all times. I need y'all to participate. Write it on there at all times. Let me know y'all feeling this. I don't want to leave nobody behind. I want y'all to know the truth. I want y'all to know the truth. So you got people in groups telling y'all, get ready, mount up. The regulator's going to come. We're going to bring some war. Don't you listen to that foolishness. You don't need that. People tell you, oh, we going to have to do this by force. Man, you ain't never even shot a gun. What you talking about? We got to make them do it. No, Look at what the law says we have a right to do. We should be enjoying this. The people have a right at all times in an orderly and peaceable manner. When you write affidavits and you talk nicely and you don't make threats and you bring that freaking smoke, it's a peaceable manner. It's orderly. Nobody can run from it. Nobody can say you're evil. Nobody can say you got a bad attitude and they fear for their life. They got to sit their butt there and take it, baby. And we get to come together. And they say, well, you can't come together like that unless you're a lawyer. Let's see if the law says that. In an orderly and peaceable manner, to assemble, to consult. An attorney consults, y'all. The people also have a right to consult about what? Upon the common good. Now, what are we going to do after we get done consulting? Are we going to start calling our legislature, sending them text messages and asking them to look out for us? No. Here's what we're going to do. After the comma. Why are we meeting together and assembling like we're doing now? We got people who will have you go to events all day, every day, y'all. They will have you go to events and tell you to trust them and wait on them and don't teach you a dang thing to do to take over the trust that's in disarray. You're going to take over the trust that's in disarray and fix it. Why do we come together, guys? To give instructions. Who the heck we going to give instructions to, y'all? To their representatives. To their representatives. They telling y'all to do a petition. Don't tell y'all what's a constitutional petition and what's this garbage they're doing by statute. Watch this. You're giving instruction to your representatives. Does that sound like you're begging them? Does that sound like you're begging them? We put in affidavits and people didn't understand when it said remonstrance or petition or we order you or we instruct you or we tell you what the freak to do. They didn't even catch the words, y'all. They didn't know that we were telling them what to do. And that's why they follow what Josh and I have said. That's why in other states and different places, the affidavit mamas, Carla, Aaron, the ladies over in PA, the ladies in New Hampshire, this in Georgia, this is why they start moving real fast. Because they understand that we know the exact remedy and we're telling them. They are our trustees and servants. Watch this. And to request of either department of the government, not just one, by petition or remonstrance. Remonstrance is a strong rebuke. A petition is, hey, let me get you to do this for me because something is wrong. Not please, if you will, and you possibly may, let us talk to you, maybe. Petition or remonstrance, redress of their wrongs and grievances. Guys, please like and share this. Let me ask y'all, how many people in the entire freaking nation have come to you and taught you this from beginning to end? How many have come when it's dangerous and nobody knows what to do, come before you and told you exactly how you do it, exactly what your role is, exactly your position, where you address them, how you address them? How many have done it? People will try to laugh and say, we got to do this and do that. Don't listen to Josh and Dave. Don't work with them, but they never show you remedy. We don't ask you to trust us. We freaking show it to you on a freaking screen. You can turn to it with us. This is your nation. We share it together. You have the power, but they don't want you to know. And these people will do event after event after event after event. And when they get done, though we love them, there is no substance to get you to do anything.
Hey, David, that's exactly right, man. We go to these events, and they're awesome events. They're fun. You know, they're a lot of fun for the people. Brad Barton events. You know, you guys have seen these like 50, 60 speakers over the course of 2 days. But every time I ask somebody, so when you left the event, when you left the Lindell Symposium, what did you take with you? Like, what was your course of action? What was the plan of action to fix these problems? Crickets. There's no answer. But for the first time on September 10th, when I go to Brad Barton's event and I speak, and Candace Taylor's coming with me, and we get up there and speak, and we start dropping this kind of stuff on them, it's going to be a game changer, because for the first time, this stuff is going to be heard at those events. This is going to be heard finally at these events for the first time. And I'm hoping those speakers that are there kind of half hear it at least, right? All these great people that are there speaking hear the actual truth of what the Constitution says and how we can fight back. Because I've yet to hear, and I've been saying this for a long time, and it's not a knock on anybody. It's just a fact. It's the truth. No one out there that is talking bad, negative, positive about what we're doing, or affidavits, has given us an alternate way to go about it. Show me something. Show me a way to fight back. Show me what to do. Because if you have another way or a way that's working, we're more than happy to get behind it. But we've yet to see it. 9 months have gone by. All these smart lawyers and these smart people have no audits. They have no mandates removed. They have nothing. They have no course of action, no plan of action. And that's why we're showing you this information, because no one else is. No one else is showing you this. And that's why David's on here teaching you this. So take it and use it, absorb it, please. I can't stress it enough. This is what works. This is what gets conversations going with the legislature. This is how we approach things from a position of power. So I'm going to let David take it back.
Okay, somebody said they don't get it, and that's how I like to teach. I give you bit by bit. So right when your mind says, okay, well, I don't get it, maybe I need to understand more clearly, I'm going to leave one constitution where we showed you how to do some things and how things work. I'm going to take you to another constitution. We're going to see where Massachusetts Constitution tells us what to do. We're going to start up in the preamble, and before I leave the preamble, you guys are going to understand the spirit by which we are to change all the issues that we're dealing with. And we're not going to play games with the stuff. We're going to give you real hard facts and information showing you where you stand, who we are, how the people have the power, and how we use it. How we use it. Nicole, we're already doing affidavits. It might be that you're not doing affidavits, but the problem is that there's people who tell y'all to do stuff that's found nowhere in the law. And what ends up happening is you get used to it, or you go after it because they got a name or they're cool, and you miss out on the victory that your forefathers left in the state constitutions. It's already there, right? So we're going to go deeper. And yeah, I don't pronounce Mass. I don't give a freak. I just know it's a state on the East Coast. Don't care that much. And I'm from the ghetto, so I'm not going to pronounce stuff correctly.
You just pronounce it like Bentley, Massachusetts.
Yeah, and I really don't care that much. But we're gonna look at something else. We're going to look at, I'll just say, the Mass Constitution, so y'all feel better. And we're going to see the preamble, and I'm going to show you guys some things. I'm going to prove to you guys, when I told you guys that the government is just a corporation or an association, how many people believe me when I say that? How many of you guys believe me when I say the government is just an association or a corporation? How many of y'all believe me? Come on, y'all. Let me know. How many of y'all believe that the government, I'm sorry, the state of Mass, right? The state of Mass is just a corporation or an association, and every other state? Y'all believe me? Because if you understand that it's just an association, you'll realize that it has officers who are trustees that are part of the association to do the work for you. And that's all they are. and you tell them what to do and they can be replaced at will, or you can change the whole thing because you created the whole thing. So now let's look right here, guys. This is mass. I want y'all to understand what it clearly says, so you know what this entity is and how to deal with it and how to fix it. Here we go. The end of the institution, maintenance, and administration of government is to secure the existence of the body politic. A political body, y'all, is just a corporate entity, a group of people who come together for a common purpose. To protect it and to furnish the individuals who compose it with the power of enjoying in safety and tranquility their natural rights, the ones that come from God. That's what it's for. And the blessings of life. And whenever these great objects are not obtained, when they start acting stupid, don't want to do what you want them to do, they want to interfere with your business or your rights, they want to take over the company, they want to steal the movement, right? And the blessings of life. And whenever these great objects are not obtained, the people have a right to alter the government and to take measures necessary for their safety. Did it list them? No. It leaves it open because you have all the power. You don't have to. Measures necessary for their safety, prosperity, and happiness. Let's go deeper. The body politic is formed by a voluntary association of individuals. Woo! It is a social compact. Y'all remember a couple of weeks ago when me and Josh, or a week ago, week and a half, something like that, Josh Barnett and I did our webinar, and we taught people that they could become members of our voluntary association, because the voluntary association has power to block anybody from interfering with the business of the voluntary association. Who's ever taught you that remedy before? We were able to open up over 100 entities around the country and seal it from the government realm because we made a private association. The government no longer had jurisdiction to touch it, and people had no idea what we were doing. Some people laugh like, what you think your little club gonna do? Ha 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 ha. Let me read it for you again. The body politic is formed by a voluntary association of individuals. If you got a voluntary association, how do they force you to do stuff? I hope y'all catching this. It is a social compact by which the whole people covenants with each citizen, and each citizen with the whole people, and all shall be governed by certain laws for the common good. It is the duty. It is the duty of the people. This is your job. Nobody's telling you. They're leaving you to perish and die. You got an expiration of 3 years if they stick something in your arm. That's what doctors are telling us. It is the duty of the people, therefore, in framing a constitution of government. Y'all frame the Constitution. You build it. You correct it. You give, you take away. You build it up. You tear it down if it becomes wrong. Watch this. Therefore, in framing a constitution of government, to provide for an equitable mode of making laws as well as for an impartial interpretation and faithful execution of them, that every man may at all times find his security in them. How many of y'all are secure? How many of y'all are secure? How many of y'all know how to tear this thing down and fix it? How many of y'all know how to tell the government what to do? Have you been taught this? Have they been fair with you? Have they educated you? I'm showing y'all how to fix this. Your power as the trust protector to fix this. Your power to rewrite trust indentures. Your power to hold the persons of government liable. who's showing you. Is this not simple, y'all? Is it not opening up your eyes more and more and more? Watch this. We, therefore, the people of Massachusetts, acknowledging with grateful hearts the goodness of the great legislature, that's God, capital L, of the universe, and affording us in the course of his providence an opportunity deliberately and peaceably, without fraud, violence, or surprise, to enter into an original, explicit, and solemn compact with each other, and of forming a new constitutional of civil government. That's not the people. Civil government. For ourselves. What is it for? For us and our posterity, and devoutly imploring his direction in so interesting of a design, do agree upon, ordain, and establish. You're telling what your rights are. The following declaration of rights and frame of government as the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Mass. Now, here we go. Here we go. Because nobody will show you this. Nobody will show you this. And this is why we're sad. This is why we're struggling. This is why we're broken. The persons of government are bound by the Constitution as the trustees. Text of section 1. Well, what about men and women? All men are born free. You're not bound. And equal, and have certain natural, essential, and unalienable rights, among which may be reckoned the right of enjoying and defending their lives and liberties. You got a power to protect yourself. That of acquiring, possessing, and protecting property. In fine, that of seeking and obtaining their safety and happiness. Some of y'all tripping out because y'all don't know what to do about these schools forcing critical race theory, forcing your kids to learn about sex in preschool, forcing you to do things that you don't want to do, forcing you to get passports to go somewhere. And a lot of y'all are arguing every day about each individual little trick. They write a statute about one thing, you're going crazy over that. They write a statute about another thing, you're going crazy over that. They write a statute about the school board, you're going crazy over that. They're writing a statute about getting a shot, you're going crazy over that. They're saying you can get fired at your job, you're going crazy over that. What about we all just use the constitutions and together go at them and send notices and affidavits at once, showing them what I'm showing you? You serve us as trustees. You don't make the rules. This is what you're going to give us and how it's going to work. You will quake the nation because they don't know. They don't know that we have all the power. The attorneys hid it from them. And you're begging over each situation, asking the legislature to please write a statute to help us with this, please. I'm not begging you to write a statute for me. I'm going to show you the law, and then I'm going to show the people. Now, right here, I can show you guys how to deal with all the issues we're facing. All of them. All of them. I'm going to ask y'all a question. How many of y'all are starting to see? How many of y'all are starting to see? Let me know if y'all tired yet. Let me know if y'all are catching this and it's feeling good and the food tastes good, or if y'all starting to get tired. Let me know. Let me know if y'all want me to keep going. Because it's about y'all. It's about the people knowing how to win. It's not about Dave and Josh. We're just servants. We're just vessels. that want to give you the truth so you can save your nation. And we don't want to let any secret society, any dirty dogs, any attorneys, any government officials snatch it from you. It's free for everybody to learn how to stand on their power. And me and Josh want y'all to go away full. We want y'all to rip this and put it on your own YouTube and share it with everybody. This is your chance to help your kids live free, to bring the nation back, to shut this junk down. You got the power. Let's read. Text of Article 3. As the happiness of a people and the good order and preservation of civil government essentially depend on piety, religion, and morality, and as these cannot be generally diffused through a community, but by the institution of the public worship of God and of the public instructions in piety, religion, and morality. Therefore, to promote their happiness and to secure the good order and preservation of the government, the people of this commonwealth have a right to invest their legislature with power to authorize and require, and the legislature shall from time to time authorize and require the several town, parishes, precincts, and other bodies politic or religious societies to make suitable provision at their own expense for the instruction of the public worship of God, and for the support and maintenance of public Protestant teachers of piety, religion, and morality, in all cases where such provision shall not be made voluntarily. And the people of this commonwealth have also a right to invest their legislature with authority to enjoin upon all the subjects. Now, we don't have subjects anymore, but just pay attention closely. And attendance upon the instruction of the public teachers aforesaid, and at stated times and seasons, if there be any of whose instruction they can conscientiously and conveniently attend, provided notwithstanding that the several towns, parishes, precincts, and other bodies politic and religious societies shall at all times have the exclusive right of electing their public teachers and of contracting with them for their support and maintenance. For their support and maintenance. Support and maintenance. Let's keep going. And all monies paid by the subject to the support of public worship and of the public teachers aforesaid shall, if he require it, be uniformly applied to the support of public teachers or teachers of his own religious sect or denomination, provided there be any of those whose instructions he attends. Otherwise, it may be paid towards the support of teacher or teachers of the parish or precinct in which the said monies are raised. Every denomination of Christians demeaning themselves peaceably and as good subjects of the commonwealth shall be equally under the protection of the law, and no subordination of any one sect or denomination to another shall be established by law. Guys, what I want you to take and understand from here is the people have a right to have teachers who will teach their children based on their beliefs. People worried about CRT, people worried about sex education. But they don't realize that they have a power to control as a people what your kids are taught. Now, I told y'all about the government being trustees. They're also substituted agents. Watch this. Article 5. All power residing originally in the people and being derived from them, the several magistrates, that's the government workers, and officers of the government vested with authority, whether legislative, executive, or judicial, what are they? are their substitutes and agents and at all times accountable to them. Are y'all catching that? Are y'all catching that? They are at all times accountable to you, but they trying to get you to beg them for stuff. Let's look at Article 7. We're going to see some smoke. Government is instituted for what? For the common good, for the protection, safety, prosperity, and happiness of the people, and not for the profit. Y'all want that smoke? We're going to turn this up now. Title 42 is using federal programs for people to make money off of giving you shots, off of giving COVID diagnosis, off of putting you on ventilators, off of taking your kids, off of taking your cars, off of taking your houses, off of taking your dogs, off of taking your grandma. All of these programs are the same thing. Men or a group of people are coming together making money off of your trust. The trust belongs to you. You are the beneficiaries and the trust protectors. The only problem is nobody taught you how to protect the trust. So you get a group of men in the legislature who learn how to write private little statutes to steal your stuff and make you look like you're a person of government. But you're the trust protectors and the people. So you have all protection, all rights. You can control everything they do, but you didn't know. Nobody told you. So they steal your stuff, but we're going to get it back. We're going to get it back. Watch this. Therefore, the people alone have an incontestable, unalienable, and indefeasible right to institute government. That means you can put government in place, change it, fix it, do whatever you want to do. And to reform. That means change its structure, alter, or totally change the same when their protection, safety, and prosperity and happiness require it. How many of y'all believe that your safety is on the line because people are doing acts that are not in line with the trust indenture, not in line with the Constitution? They're changing laws at their own will when they want to do stuff with the elections. Now, you have a right to control how they elect people in your company. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? People talking about we need to decertify. We don't even have to decertify. We can just reform and fix it all whenever we feel like it. I don't need some sophisticated name or plan. I don't need that. Watch this. Number 9. Article 9. All elections ought to be free, and all the inhabitants of this commonwealth having such qualification as they establish by their frame of government have an equal right to elect officers and to be elected for public employments. Did they not tell y'all that all you're doing when you're electing is electing people for public employments? Nobody said you're electing people for them to be the public king, the public ruler. We don't have a public ruler. We, the people, rule the government. We don't have a public ruler. Why aren't they telling us this, y'all? Why are they leaving us hanging? Why are we struggling so hard to get stuff right? I'll show you why. Our forefathers told us. Text of Article 18. A frequent recurrence to the fundamental principles of the Constitution. If you don't know the dang state constitution, how the freak do you return to the fundamental principles when you don't know it? They're not teaching it to us. They don't teach it in schools. The attorneys hide it. You go to events out in the world, people get you riled up and talking about what happened wrong. We know they stole stuff and did stuff wrong and cheated. Now what? How do we deal with this? By understanding the fundamental principles of the Constitution. But who's teaching it? They're kicking you out of groups for learning the Constitution. They're laughing at you. for learning the Constitution. They don't want you to know that you're the trust protectors and the beneficiaries. Watch this. A frequent recurrence to the fundamental principles of the Constitution, that's of the state, y'all, and a constant adherence to those of piety, justice, moderation, temperance, industry, and frugality are absolutely necessary to preserve the advantages of liberty and to maintain a free government. Are you wondering why you feel like you locked in and shut in? Please like and share, y'all. Let's get this junk out here to everybody. Let's get the smoke out. The people ought consequently to have a particular attention. Who's paying attention? They're leaving y'all with no recourse because nobody wants to take the time to suffer, to read, to understand, to learn so they can show the people. Where are the leaders? Where are the ones who will preach the Constitution, teach the trust indentures, teach the common law, teach the Bible so the people will know that it's all part of our power? Where are they? People getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to give us no remedy. People collecting money to do events. And they're forgetting to teach us what to do. How are we going to survive if we don't know what to do? It's cute for them to be on stage. It's cute for them to talk. But who's going to help us? Who's going to help us? Who's going to do it? All these big names and powerful people, and we can't put together one solution. We love the people, but it won't be any of us if we don't stand up. How long? How long we gonna play with our lives? How long we gonna play with our kids' future? How long we gonna play with the republic called America? Let's read. In the choice of their officers and representatives, and they have a right to require of their lawgivers and magistrates an exact and constant observance of them. In the formation and execution of the laws necessary for the good administration of the Commonwealth. How the freak are people going around not having the understanding of how the Commonwealth works? And we're trying to get things in order and nobody's talking about it. We got people saying, give me an affidavit, but I don't want to know what it says. We got people trying to steal affidavits and use them without understanding and saying it's theirs, not knowing what the next step is. Let's look at Article 19. The people have a right, like me and Josh show y'all on paper nicely, in an orderly and peaceable manner, to assemble, to consult upon the common good. Watch this, y'all. Didn't we see this before? People telling you to go call your legislature and ask them to do this, please. Please ask them for an audit. Please beg them. Tell them that we just want a little bit of hope and a little bit of audit. Give instructions. Give instructions to their representatives. How? By a text message? By a phone call? Hit them up on their telegraph? That ain't what it said. And to request of the legislative body by way of address, petitions, or remonstrances. When me and Josh hit them with affidavits, it's a remonstrance. It's a strong rebuke. It's telling them what the law says. It's addressing them in their issues. And we're demanding and requiring that they fix their wrongs. And people laugh. What's your remedy? This is the freaking remedy. Why you think it's working? Well, we can't get down with that. I know you can't because you don't know. When the haters say they can't do this or it makes no sense because they never learned the law. The notices and affidavits, y'all, are addressing them, petitioning or giving them remonstrance, which means a strong rebuke. And if they try to ignore the strong rebuke and all you guys are learning, how long do you think they gonna stand? We can change the government at any time, at will. The common law is written by the people in the bills and declarations of rights, not the legislature. We control the show. People talking about we got to work together, and then a lot of the people work with people who don't know how to do the work. How we gonna work with you when you don't know what to do? Do we just do stuff just to do stuff, or do we use what's real? And that's right, Stephanie Buller, we can do it together if we do the right things. Guys, people talk about the legislature come together to write laws for y'all. They don't come together to write laws for y'all. They come together to handle your business and fix junk. The whole purpose of the legislature coming together, let me show y'all. The legislature right here ought to frequently assemble for what, y'all? Nobody is doing this in America today. The legislature ought frequently assemble to do what, y'all? Somebody tell me if you can see it on the screen. What does that say? Come on, y'all. Give me some feedback. Unless y'all sleeping, we can quit. It's 11:25. Y'all let me know if y'all want any more smoke or we can just stop. You will be fed at the rate you want to be fed. Do y'all want to see more? Y'all want to learn? Y'all want to see the actions we got to take, or y'all done? The legislature ought frequently to assemble for the redress of grievances. Now, how many of y'all sent them affidavits giving them address or notices telling them that they harmed you or they did wrong or they're tearing up your nation? How many of y'all are doing that every day? If they don't know that y'all got a problem, how the freak are you going to get the problems fixed? If you don't address them with your issues, you're just sending them text messages and they can ignore it, sending them emails, they never got it. If you ain't putting it on paper, making a freaking record, blowing their back out, how do you expect them to know? People will get you in front of them and talk for 3, 4, 5, 6 days straight and never tell you to do the exact thing the law says do. And then we wonder why it ain't working. We got to educate the government because the attorneys hit it. We got to educate the people, and this thing will fall fast. But who the freak telling you? Who the freak telling you? Me and Josh are coming ahead of y'all where we can be embarrassed if we're wrong. And we're showing you, we're putting our lives on the line. You don't think people hate us for this? Watch this. They got to redress grievances for what? For correcting, strengthening, and confirming the laws, and for making new laws as the common good may require. We're going to go a little bit further. People saying the judges don't listen to us. The judges do their own thing. Can you guess why? Can you guess why they're doing their own thing? Yes, that's right, Tori Hun. We gotta assemble. We should be coming together doing constitutional symposiums like this all the time. Dropping smoke on these people. They don't freaking want it. Every one of us is powerful if we know. They don't want us to know. Those days are done. They gonna get that smoke. Watch this. Why are y'all having so much problem in courts? Why are we having so many problems in courts? Why? Why? The Bar Association members will tell you the courts are evil. They don't do right, but they still work with them. Why? Watch this. It is essential to the preservation of the rights of every individual, his life, liberty, property, and character, that there be an impartial interpretation of the laws and administration of justice. How the heck the judge is going to be working in private programs, making money and other people, and it be impartial? They give you a vaccine, they get money. They take your kid, they get money. They take your car, they get money. They take your house, they get money. They take your dog, they get money. They take your grandma, they get money. They force something on you, they get money. It is the right of every citizen to be tried by judges as free, impartial, and independent as the lot of humanity will admit. It is therefore not only the best policy, but for the security of the rights of the people and of every citizen, that judges of the Supreme Judicial Court should hold their offices as long as they behave themselves well. Then people say, well, how do you know if they're behaving themselves well? How are we going to figure this out? We ain't got no law degree. Watch this. And that they should have honorable salaries ascertained and established by standing laws. The way that you tell if the judicial actor is doing right is if he's following the Constitution as written. You are the trust protector. You are the trust protector. He has to know what he's doing, but you got to tell him. You got to tell him if he's messing up. Let me know if y'all getting fed well. Let me know if y'all understanding. Let me know if y'all catching this. Let me know if y'all catching this. So I want y'all to see that the people have a power to handle all of these issues. We are the trust protectors. That's right. We aren't fighting with the right weapons. How many of y'all, let me get by a show of hands. Let me know if this makes sense. If you are fighting in a gunfight, would you, and you're 100 yards away from your enemy, size of a football field. If you're fighting in a gunfight, would you rather your enemy 100 yards away has a 50 caliber rifle that can shoot multiple times, or would you rather they have a knife? Let me know. Would you rather they have a 50 caliber rifle or a knife? Go ahead, Josh.
No, I'm saying this. Never bring a knife to a gunfight. Period. You're going to lose every time.
There you go. So if we're going to fight somebody and they got 100 yards away from us, we would rather they have a knife. So if you're fighting the deep state guys, what would they rather you have? When we are trying to give you real smoke and fire to catch them up, they don't want you to have that.
David's giving you that 50 cal with a scope. You can't miss.
You catching that plug from like a half a mile away. They're like, yeah, we got to go to the fight 100 yards away. When you're at 200 yards, I'm peeling your cap back from 200 yards away, right? I ain't even letting you get close. We're not going, you walk up with your knife to 200 yards and they're going to get that peak mistreatment that the military talk about. So you got to realize
we ain't fighting fair. You know, with the Constitution, we don't fight fair. It's kind of like back in the Civil War when they all lined up and they're like, don't shoot to the whites of their eyes. That's the dumbest thing ever. You know? And then they started learning, like, man, these Indians are tricky. They hide behind trees and they come out of nowhere and they're doing stuff. That's kind of like us, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes it is fun to ramrod people with a running play right in the A gap, because with the Constitution, we have the power to run the A gap play every single down, and there's nothing they can do about it. Only if you guys understand and learn what it is. That's how we win.
You got to tell them what the A gap is, Josh.
Oh, sorry. So in football, the A gap is you got the center, the guard, tackle. The A gap's right between the center and the guard. And you're going to take the ball, you're going to hike, hand off to the running back, right to the A gap. We're going to run it right down your throat. That's what that means.
Right in the middle, right?
Yeah, right down the middle.
So Josh is saying, y'all, when you know your law that well, what you can do is you can just take the ball and let's say this is the field. This is exactly in the middle. It's the easiest and quickest way for everybody to get to. So if you put something in the middle of something, everybody around it, if they take a straight line, they can get there quick. Josh is saying in football, you can be so confident that you can run the ball right in the middle where everybody got access to you, tell them where you're going to go, and still run them completely over every single play when you know what you're doing right. And this is the thing, that the government officials and attorneys have not taught us this, but we got the right to come together, consult, and discuss law. There you go. See that A gap? Right up in the middle and right there, right off that center guy is where you're running. And every single time is game over, right? Every single time. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you to some more smoke. We're going to go to Vermont Constitution, right? And a lot of these East Coast constitutions, they drop fire and show you things that most people have never seen.
Man, that New Hampshire, Virginia, those East Coast constitutions are so powerful. Man, you guys got to read them. They're so powerful. I mean, I'm telling you, the Vermont ones, you think nobody thinks of Vermont, right? You never think of Vermont. But I'm telling you, these ones that establish the Bills of Rights first are so powerful. As it went west, it got weaker. But those initial Bills of Rights that are out there are so amazing. You guys got to read them and understand it. I'm so glad David's hitting on some of these.
And they're rights we all have in every state. All men are created equally free and independent. So that means any freedom you have in one state, you have the freedom in another state if it's a republic. So we're going to go to Vermont. Let me know if y'all enjoying this. Okay, so we're going to go to Vermont. We're going to look in section 5. I'm sorry. Oops, I messed up. Please forgive me. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to look at section 5 or article the 5th. That the people of this state, by their legal representatives, have the sole, inherent, and exclusive right of governing and regulating their internal police of the same. So, guys, you regulate the government. You regulate the police who work off of their policy. Now let's look at the 6th so I can show y'all that all of these states are just trust, who have trustees. That all power being originally inherent in and consequently derived from the people, therefore all officers of government, not just some, all of them, whether legislative or executive, are their trustees and servants. You're supposed to be telling your servants what to do. You're supposed to direct them. They are accountable to you. Let's see. And at all times, not just sometimes, all times in a legal way, accountable to them, accountable to us. Now, people will say, well, what happens if they don't want to listen to us? Text of Article 7. Watch this. That government is or ought to be instituted for the common good. Common benefit. They are only here to benefit us, y'all. Protection and security of what? The people, nation, or community. And not for the particular emolument or advantage of any single person like Biden or the people in the legislature, family, or set of persons. Is not here to benefit them and make them money, y'all. Why are they doing money programs for everything that's affecting us and trying to block elections so they can't keep people in government who will hold them accountable? Who are part only of that community, and that community has an indubitable, inalienable, and indefeasible right to do what? To reform. If the government is out of whack, fix it, reform it, or alter government. How? in such manner as shall be by that community judged most conducive to the public will, the public good. So we have the power to make decisions and tell the government what they're going to do, and we get to choose the methods. We can get together and we're responsible enough to create it. We don't have to prove anything. These people are telling y'all, oh, we gonna get together and do a whole bunch of running around to prove that there's wrong, so then we can take that and go tell the government to do what we say. What about we can tell the government to do what we say today? We can still walk around and find evidence and put that in later, but why wait? Some of y'all feel like I don't want the vaccine passport. Did y'all know as one of the people they can't tell you where the freak you can go? Did y'all know that? Y'all want that smoke? Y'all want that smoke? Y'all worried about the vaccine passport. The state is a trust. You are the trust protector. So you got to know what the law says. Who ready to see that dang smoke? I'm about to give y'all something like you ain't never seen before. They tell you you got to have permission to go somewhere. Watch this. Watch this. That all people have a natural and inherent right to immigrate from one state to another that will receive them. All people have a natural and inherent right to immigrate from one state to another that will receive them. If you got a natural right to get up and go where you want to go, how the freak does the government that's your trustees and servants tell you you can't go there unless you get a passport showing that you got a shot? Really? Y'all really want to play that game with me? I dare any attorney to try to act like the people don't have the power to immigrate from one place to another in the Republic States of America. Why don't they tell us this? How come all these brilliant attorneys around the nation don't take 3 hours of their time, 2 hours of their time to show y'all this? We're doing this for free. Have y'all ever seen anything like this before? Have y'all seen all these laws together in the same place before at one time? Has anybody ever given their time and their energy to teach you guys that this is in the law and show you to help make it plain and easy to understand? Have you ever had this happen? Come on. Y'all pay money to attorneys every day. Me and Joshua have a small class for $50. Y'all call it us being grifters. Let people talk trash about us. They like Dave and Josh, some grifters. They got $50 for studying for 2 weeks to put together a program to make sure y'all got everything y'all need, right? Don't trust Dave and Josh, even though they're giving y'all all the answers. We sit up here giving y'all the answers to the test, showing you how to blow their back out. They don't teach y'all, but they want to talk bad about us. They have no remedy. They can't tell you beforehand because they got to wait for us to teach it first so they can study it and learn it and then go talk about it. They don't know this. They don't know this. Watch this. I'm going to give y'all some more smoke. Here's another state telling you how to get remedy. They don't tell y'all this, though. I saw in New Hampshire they were using the documents, but the people who do it there might not talk to me because some of the people running around with these new groups are offering people big amounts of money to work with them. If you work with these people in some of these groups, they get 50,000, 100,000, 500,000 from people. They get all this money. And what happens is they will pay out money to your group to let them take over your group. See this? Watch this. That the people have a right to assemble together. Why? To consult for their common good. Y'all could come together and talk like attorneys, but as the people, better than attorneys. Why? Why y'all coming together to consult for the common good? To instruct their representatives. How many people are teaching y'all that y'all supposed to consult you're supposed to instruct your representatives and tell them what to do? Come on, y'all. Is this not new? Is this not something that people are not showing y'all? And to apply to the legislature for the redress of grievances by address, petition, or remonstrance. Y'all can see the document on my YouTube community post right now. Right now. It tells you that somebody put in an affidavit of mine from New Hampshire, and it said affidavit, and it tells you it's a remonstrance. It tells you it's instruction for the representatives. And we're addressing the legislature. They don't talk to us no more over there. I haven't heard from them in a while. They working with some other dude who wanted to take over. But I will tell you, everybody knows where them documents came from. And I've told people what to do, and the same people who tried to take over didn't have the rest of the remedy to tell the next steps. So they can try to steal what I do now, but they're going to have to wait until I finish this video to get the next step. Then when the next step comes, they're going to have to wait until I do another video and me and Josh come out and teach y'all. Bill Bailey and Matt DePerno are awesome. They're some of the greatest in the whole nation. Literally doing it for the right reason. Lovely men. But I'm asking y'all, are y'all not seeing this remedy? Are y'all not seeing this freaking smoke? Is your heart not burning inside of you? I just want to ask y'all. How many of y'all want to fix this thing and get audits around the nation? How many of y'all want to take down the deep state and corruption? How many of y'all want to blow the back out of these people who doing wrong? Not telling y'all that you have the power to instruct your government. How many of y'all want to fix it? How many of y'all want to take this week? And Josh said he got a problem with somebody over east. Josh, you want to tell us about that and what you want us to do?
Yeah, guys, I think right now we need to address Senator Corman of Pennsylvania. So we all know Mastriano put out those subpoenas a few weeks ago, which were ignored, which is what I expected. Now, we've already sent, I think he's got the warrant information as well if needed.
Hey,
but
wait, Josh. Mastriano he came out to do subpoenas, which means he took some action.
Yes.
Some weird happened though that made him do that, right?
Well, I know. Was it Karen and Tony Shoup up there, and a few other people hammered them with affidavits over the last few months, just nonstop, hitting them with them. And
we had nothing to do with that, right?
No, nothing to do with it at all.
Nothing at all. It wasn't our affidavits and nothing like that they use at all. And
no, it's funny because every time these areas, kind of hit these affidavits, then things start moving, people start talking. So, Mastriano, the thing is with the subpoena, you need the president of the Senate, which is this Corman guy, to sign off on it or to pursue this stuff. So luckily out here in Arizona, we had Karen Fann, who's kicking ass, right? So Karen gladly signed off on it, once they got it all figured out with Eddie Farnsworth at the time. Now it's Warren Peterson. So we have Corman, who's now blocking this from happening. He's blocking the subpoenas, which are going to investigate the election fraud, just like they did here in Arizona. Mastriano wants to use the same people: Cyber Ninjas, Colonel Waldron, Javon Pulitzer's technology, the other three groups that are hired underneath them consulting, right? So to do this full forensic audit in Pennsylvania because of the amount of corruption that's there. So Corman's blocking it. So what I want to do is I want to get him. Corman needs to understand what his job description is. He needs to understand that he works for the people, and we don't give a damn what he thinks about it. I don't care what he thinks about it. I don't care what he thinks his will is. The will of the people needs to be heard, and this is what we got to hit him. We got to hit him from everywhere, people, all over the nation, sending this guy affidavits demanding that this happen. And when we send thousands of these things to him, maybe he'll get the wake-up call of, wow, I am breaking my oath by not doing this. And if he takes his oath serious, he's gonna be hell to pay.
I can tell y'all though, he's never probably in his life had a situation where people who really know the law sent him some notices and affidavits showing him personally that he's responsible for what he's doing. And we'll send it from a freaking around the nation. Everybody will come together and do it. Let me ask you guys, how many of y'all want to get involved and blow that back out? Give us some feedback, y'all. Let us know. You got to have some energy in you. You got to want to freaking fight this fight. You either playing or you for real, but you can't be both at the same time. How many of y'all want to bring that freaking smoke and send affidavits and notices from all across the country with the law in it? If y'all want to do it, we'll put the freaking notices together and the affidavits for the people in their state. The affidavit for the people in their state, it could be 1 page, 1.5 pages. The notice could be a page or less. And we can shake the freaking nation, just like we told y'all in Arizona. What day was that? November 5th, Josh?
Yeah.
Before people were fighting and knowing how to fight, we already had affidavits ready. And you paid to get them printed out and brought them with notaries with space in them for them to write in their personal stories. And those first affidavits are what got everything moving and set up in Arizona, and repeated notices and different things, instructing the legislature. May I ask you, Josh, did we instruct the legislature the whole way, or did we just give them one and just stop?
No, you guys, that's not how it works. And if anybody understands the process of affidavits, you're not going to send Corman one affidavit and he's going, oh, okay, sure, let me do that. That's not how it works. That's like one punch in a fight. To knock out the champ, it's going to take more than one punch. And Corman, when Corman sees his personal name written on that affidavit, not the state of Pennsylvania, not a certain county, his personal name is going to be written on this thing, which is going to make him personally liable for not sticking to his oath of the Constitution he took.
As a trustee.
As a trustee.
And you're the trust protector. Hey, dear Corman, whatever your name is, we're the trust protectors. Yo, AweDits is a trustee. We got smoke for you. Go ahead, Josh.
So we're going to have stuff built in penalty-wise as well. But you know what? We've yet to have to take it to that degree. Well, I take that back. We have twice, but in the business world, it's transferring to private. But from a forensic audit standpoint, our end result is we want an audit, a forensic audit based on constitutional right, and that's what we're going to get. And if we send enough of these out to him, I'm telling you, it's going to get him moving. It's going to get him moving, or he's going to have his bank account just sucked dry because we're not going to put up with it.
They didn't want y'all to know that they were trustees and this whole state is a trust and they're just little workers. So we protect ourselves. We create private associations to protect ourselves and block us from any partnership or bull with them. And we attack with notices and affidavits that show and address what they're doing wrong. We get redress of grievance. We don't beg them. We freaking fix it. We don't freaking say, can you please do this for me? We tell them what they're going to do, and we're going to do it from around the nation. So if y'all want to, we'll do a notice. We'll get this Corman dude. We'll do a notice and go after Georgia. We'll do a notice. Was it Wisconsin we want to bring that smoke to as well?
Yeah, Wisconsin or Georgia, whichever one you want to go. I say we go Wisconsin too, because right now it's a similar situation. Subpoenas have been issued by Senator Branchin, and we have a Representative Rantham that we were talking with up there. And they're in a similar situation where you have the Speaker of the House that is not holding up his end of the Constitution. He's not holding up his end of being a trustee for the people. And I think he needs a reality check as well. And I think we hit those two people. We're gonna get things moving to get some conversations started.
All right. So y'all heard the word of Josh Barnese off the Heezy. Josh Barnese said he want to drop a beezy on them and light them up with some feezy. So if y'all really want to see that smoke, we don't play games, guys, and waste time. A lot of people talk about what they want to do. We freaking take action. All of our groups are freaking groups that's like, we bringing that smoke to your head, period. We're not playing games. We're not waiting. We're going to light your behind up with real law, and we're going to show everybody how to destroy what you're doing. We go get Michigan too. No, we got Michigan. Michigan's okay.
We got Speaker of the House is Robin Voss, VOS. Robin Voss, that's who we're going to hit. Wisconsin. We're going to hit the
Georgia.
Speaker of the House in Georgia, which he already came out and said he wants one, allegedly. Ralston in Georgia says he wants one, even though Bobby Boucher told me that he would never do one.
Bobby Boucher tried to trip. We put that smoke in his head, though. Now he hiding. He thought he was tough for a day or two. Got called out and got put in check, and now he's like a little boy hiding from monsters.
Well, he got smacked with the Constitution upside his head. Like
on video. On video.
Yeah, so we got 3 different ones. So we have Ralston in Georgia, Voss in Wisconsin, and who was it? Pennsylvania. Who was it?
Some clown. Conman or something, or Cormay or
Corman. Yeah, Corman.
Chicken Korma.
So Corman and PA. So we're gonna hit all 3 of these people. You guys, everybody has to get in on this. Everybody has to get in on it. And I'll get it posted on my website as well. We'll put it everywhere we possibly can so that it can be easily downloaded, printed on legal size, notarized. Get copies of it, send it in. Send a certified mail if you can, so you have a receipt. We like to keep receipts and PCAPs. We like evidence of what we're doing.
All day and night, baby. We will get all of them by Friday. Now, you guys are going to see some shows that got a lot of followers, and you're going to see some people get propped up. I'm going to call it out ahead of time. They're going to hear what we're saying, and they're going to go on their pages because they think they got more people, and they're going to try to derail everybody and get everybody to go not do it or do it wrong. Guys, get everybody you know to focus, and we all come back together before this week is out. We'll have notices and affidavits for each state with the name of the people blowing their back out. If you're outside of the state, you'll send a notice. If you're inside the state, you'll send an affidavit. We will teach them how to do it, and we will take action steps to blow this junk apart. Now, my question is, how many people are down with us? How many people are ready to roll and bring that smoke?
Yeah, guys, people out of state can send these in. Just like David said, my website's barnettforaz.com. I usually have a little link there you can click on that'll take you to where it says notices, affidavits and notices. You just click on that, it'll scroll down. I just have them listed down, so you just have to scroll down to find which one you're looking for. Right now I have the people taking back the grand jury up right now, which y'all need to fill that one out too, send it in, and get that out as well in your respective states, wherever that is. The one I have up now is for Arizona specific, but you can simply take Arizona off there and add your own state.
All right, so I want to ask you guys, we're going to use that Telegram group that we created for this project, and we're going to put a lot of stuff in there too. It'll be on Josh's page. We will hit people up in the Telegram group and show the documents we have for everybody to get down and take part in it. But let me ask a question. How many of you guys enjoyed the food? How many of you guys learned? How many of you guys feel stronger? How many of you guys are excited to be able to take the actual right action where you saw it for yourself in multiple states as a right of the people to get this thing done? How many of you guys are feeling what we just went through? How many of you guys have been blessed with what you just saw? Do you feel more educated, more courageous, and ready to do the dang thing?
You guys see how they cannot force these mandates on us no matter what they say. No matter what they say is private business, which is a contradictory term. You can't be a private business. It's literally impossible. And that they cannot force this down your throat. They can't do it. They cannot do it. No matter what they say, don't believe it. Don't believe that stuff. Focus on the Constitution, the highest law of the land, and we can get them. I'm telling you, if we all unite and show the law, there's nothing they can do against us. There's nothing they can do. They're
going to fall fast. You're going to see it across the nation. You're going to see a a firestorm sweep across the nation.
But all those people at Brophy High School writing strongly worded letters from the lawyer, which is going to do nothing. If they would stand on their constitutional rights and what we're telling them right now about mandates, like David said, there's all these different mandates, right? Different ones. It doesn't matter which one it is. This applies to every single possible mandate there is. They cannot deny what is being shown in the Constitution, the highest law of the land. They cannot deny your rights. And if the Brophy people would stand on what we're telling them and what we try to tell them, but they had to hire a smart attorney to do it, they're going to lose. And I feel bad for those kids. I feel bad for those 100 kids that left school. When if they would have listened to us, they could have fought back properly and actually maybe got some dialogue going, or maybe to change the school's policy, because they just they gave up and just went somewhere else is what happened, unfortunately.
Sad. Well, guys, we got another webinar that we had set up for this weekend. We realized that you guys got a lot of issues you got going on. You're all trying to fight and take some actual action. So we did have some things that we were thinking about putting together to break down. I would rather have a free weekend to be able to do some stuff I want to do, but I realize we're in like a time of emergency where people are trying to fight. So if there are any more mandates that you needed to deal with, they're trying to force you to get shots, we need to put this stuff together. We're going to put together another webinar for the people who want this exclusive instruction. That one would be like the other ones, a $50 membership. That way the trolls don't come. You see, we had a lot of trolls in the video today trying to interfere and talk. We won't have that. You'll be more secure. And the video won't be live, so everybody can see it all over the place and know how we're coming. With these states, we open the doors to get the audits to happen by using the affidavits and stuff that we already use. It's already out there. People have told. So we're going to blow their back out and come with that fire. But with the stuff that deals with your personal life and personal business, you see that being part of our private association can block them from messing with you. You see that you can control your own schooling, your kids' schooling. There's so much that you can do that we haven't been able to talk to you guys about yet. Like I said, I want to have fun and do something this weekend. I was working on my buddy's hot rod and helped him get some stuff done a little bit. Haven't been able to have enough time to do mine. But I do want to have some fun, but it ain't time for fun. It's time for the people to be free. So if you enjoyed this video, please, by God, share it. It was free. If it was good for you, give it to other people. I want people to understand their rights. Josh wants people to understand their rights. As soon as we look at these government entities the right way, guys, they start to fall apart when it comes to controlling people. As long as we're looking at them as somebody great, it destroys us. So we gotta have the right perspective, and we wanted to take the time out and do an emergency video for you guys today for nothing, because the whole nation needs to be free. And in order to do that, we have to change the perspective. Thank you, TJ Woot. We have to change the perspective. So God is good. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys for coming. We know that there's some who hate us, but even those of you who don't like us and hate us, and you're stealing our stuff right now, we allow you to use it. As long as you're going to teach the people right and do the right things. Don't try to. I
find it so strange that people hate us or hate anything we're talking about when we're actually just trying to help the people. It's really funny to me that anybody would hate us. I hate what you. Well, then go somewhere else.
I mean, bro, we get like seven.
What we're doing? Why are you watching? You know what I mean? Like, just go somewhere else. And if you're trying to hate on somebody that's actually trying to help the people, I kind of think, you're coming from the wrong side of the tracks on the liberal side. I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
We get 7 dislikes before any video ever starts.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're not biased at all.
Yeah, not at all.
All right, y'all. Well, we hope that you enjoyed the show. Please give us some good feedback. Please like and share if you wish. If you don't like it, hit the dislike. If we suck, tell us we suck. It's okay. It's fine. We're big boys, tough as heck. And we're going to knock this thing down, y'all. We're going to teach y'all how to do it. And you guys are learning. Nobody can take away from you what you just learned now. You guys are fire. You're going to break the back of corruption. You're going to destroy the deep state. And none of them want to face you when you know this stuff. They really don't want that smoke. But anyway, we love you guys. We thank God for letting us get a good video in, letting everything flow, letting everything be cool. And we just ask you guys to please get the word out to everybody, and let's continue to help each other, support each other with the truth and what's right. We don't have time to play with things that's not right. The law clearly tells you what we are to do to fix stuff. So if you want to fix stuff, roll with us. If you don't, we ain't mad at you. We don't need everybody to roll with us. We just gonna roll with who want to roll in the right way. All right. So we will catch you later. Y'all be cool. Stay out of trouble.